What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Doc G, man. Um, I've been talking about feminism for a while. There's a lot of problems in the world. A lot of problems I can address. A lot of problems I have addressed. But this is one facet that I'm still trying to understand. You know, why somebody would put themselves in a box to be, to label themselves as a feminist. Let me start off by saying this. I believe everybody should have equal rights. If you do the same work that somebody else does, you should get the same pay. If you go as hard as a man and take the same risk as a man, you should get the same pay as a man. So those are my beliefs. I just don't understand why some people, a lot of feminists, especially, I don't know why so many feminists want to be contradictive. With that being said, I just want to address the issue of black feminists. I will never understand the premise behind black American women who decide to be feminists. Look, I'm just going to start off by saying this. The so-called patriarchy that feminists usually go against is created by old white men that create these laws on Capitol Hill. Am I not correct? Feminists, the patriarchy that you like to mention so much, is created by those guys. So as a black feminist, let me ask you one question. What the hell laws do black men create in this country? Black men in America do not control the patriarchy, as you guys like to put it. We don't control one bit of the patriarchy at all. Black men ain't the ones out here making laws in this country. Black men aren't the ones out here goddamn making sure you get equal pay, this, that, and the third. So with that being said, why the hell are black women feminists, especially against us black men? Because we ain't got shit to do with controlling the system. Please believe that. So if you're a black feminist, you're a fucking moron, because society sees you as black first and a woman second. I'm gonna put it like this: the feminist movement was started by white women in the late 1960s. Black women were just a tool used by them for their movement to further their agenda, and that shit ain't fucking helping black women at all. It's benefiting white women. It ain't helping black women at all. So for you to be a black feminist, once again, like I said again, you're a moron. And I also say that because the strength from the black community in the past has been the black man and the black woman and the black family being united. Our strength came from our unity once upon a time. Feminism, especially in the black community, has helped to destroy the black community. It's helped to destroy the black community because it brought the ideal of no longer needed a man in the home. So you have that going on, and then on top of that, you have a lot of sisters that will become black feminists, like Beyonce, because she loves talking about feminism. Oh, because she's so oppressed, right? Anyway, you have black feminists that that join the feminist movement, and then they wonder why they can't get black men. Why black men are out here openly dating white women, Asian women, Latina women, any woman but them. But we're not gonna mention. We're not gonna get into the loud mouths and the weaves and all that bullshit. We're just gonna stick to the subject with black feminists. Well, black men don't take up for us and blah 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 blah. But y'all don't take up for us. Of course black men don't take up for you. And do you know why? Because black feminists have pushed the black man away. You've constantly told us how, quote unquote, y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all have constantly told us, quote unquote, oh, I don't need no man. You've constantly tried to contest your role in the relationship as the masculine energy in the relationship. It's only two energies in a relationship: the masculine energy and the feminine energy. There cannot be two masculine energies in a fucking relationship. It's not gonna work. Every other race of women, for the most part, know their fucking role. You know? But for some reason, black feminists don't know their fucking role. They want to be the man. And then wonder why they can't get no man. Or wonder why the black man doesn't support them. Because you're constantly trying to be the man. Simple as that. I just would never understand why women would become black feminists. Any woman, any black woman in America that wants to be a feminist, let me just tell you this. You need to read the Jim Crow letter. The Jim Crow letter is a manual that was made in the 1700s. In Jamestown, Virginia, there was this guy named Willie Lynch. He fucking wrote a manual on how to break slaves. And part of that manual, part of how to break slaves is number one, you create division amongst the slaves, the black people. You create chaos amongst the community. You pit the dark skin versus the light skin, the men versus the women, the young versus the old, etc. So they would cause chaos in the black community on purpose. This was a way of breaking slaves. You create division. By creating division amongst the slaves, then it would present the slave master as the one figure that remains constant. And all of the division within that community, within that group of slaves, they would look forward to the word of the master as being the word that counts, the only word that counts. So when they pitted men versus women, black men versus black women, motherfucking young versus old, light skin versus dark skin, a lot of these ideologies still exist to this day. And I tell you, it's they put women in positions of power over the male slaves. And then they took the biggest and strongest slave, they tarred and feathered him, tied one leg each to the end of a horse, whipped the horses, and tore the black male apart. Ripped off his testicles, put it in a jar. That created fear amongst the slaves. When they took the biggest, baddest slave, broke him down, cut off his genitalia, put it in the jar, and that fucking showed that, look how much power the master has. So that created fear amongst the men, and the men were put in docile positions, the women were put in positions of power due to that method of breaking down slaves, breaking down the black community. And until this day, black women are in high positions of power, and black men, for the most part, as a whole, aren't in those positions of power. And when a black male gets to a certain level of power, they become a threat to the system. And hell, black women, especially black feminists, they don't. A lot of them don't like an educated black man because they can't hold that I'm an educated black woman bullshit over their head. They can't hold positions of power over their head. So you'll see your so-called strong black woman working in cohesion with the white man to stop the black man from coming up. But yet, you still have these black feminists run around talking about, I'm a strong black woman. I'm a strong black woman. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Y'all niggas ain't shit. And then, oh, why won't you guys defend us? Why won't you defend us? You don't see motherfucking white women or Latin women or Asian women talking about that. Oh, I'm a strong Asian woman. Oh, I don't need no man and blah, blah, blah. You don't see that shit in other communities because they know their role. But let me just get back to the subject. Being a black feminist is being a walking, talking, living, breathing contradiction. Being a black feminist, hell, just like being a black Christian in America in 2018, is like being the walking dead. You know? How the hell are you going to rebel against us black men talking shit about, oh, the patriarchy, the patriarchy, the patriarchy? Do I look like I control the patriarchy? Do I look like I write the laws in this country? Huh? Do any brothers out here in America look like we write the laws in this country that fucking control you from getting equal pay? Do we look like we control, birth control rights and shit like that? Do we look like we control any of that? I, as a black man in America, I don't control those laws. So, if you're a black feminist, you really need to rethink your fucking position because, you must be a confused motherfucker if you're a black feminist. I mean, that's all I got to say on this subject. My next subject will be from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, around July 5th. And when I go to Rio, those women are completely different from the black American woman. There's still black women over there in Brazil. But let me tell you something. Their mentality is different because they don't have this bullshit ass media feeding them, oh, I'm a strong black woman bullshit into their fucking heads. They know their fucking place. They know their role. They're happy to play their role. And then last time I checked, hell, the majority of fucking feminists, black, white, or green, are either fucking fat, overweight, or ugly as fuck. So, or they've been raped in the past or some bullshit like that. And as far as like the black feminist goes, I'm gonna put it like this: black American women are the most damaged ass women on earth. The most damaged women on earth. A lot of them bring that shit on themselves. They don't know how to be humble. They don't know their place. They got the loudest mouths. They got the worst attitudes. I'm telling you, I can't count how many times I've walked inside of a Walmart or I've walked around any fucking establishment where there's a lot of fucking black people, my people. And I've seen goddamn loudmouth ass black women with goddamn plenty of kids, with plenty of entitlement issues, acting like this shit don't stink. I put it like this: sisters, you need to check yourselves. Before you run around here talking about, oh, y'all black men ain't shit, y'all ain't protecting us. Check yourselves. Check your tone, check your attitude, check your place. That's all I got to say. I said it, I meant it, I'm here to represent it. If you don't like it, you know what you can do. Holla at your boy. Peace.